In finding and discovering or building a quality godly relationship, it has to do with discovering the person who has the seed of God in them so that they can influence us and impact our lives. We are actually paying closer attention on how to discover this person that has a godly seed in them because we want them to influence us. So we want to discover how to find someone who has a godly seed in them and bring them closer to us so that they can influence us, they can impact in us because they have the right seed in them. So now the question is, where do we find this kind of people? How do we attract them and how do we keep them? That's what we'll be looking at. We find them in a place called the church. The church is where you find the people of God as well. So if you want to build a quality relationship or if you want to build a godly relationship, you should consider being part of a church because that is where it begins with. Yeah, and if you are already in church and you have not started building a godly relationship, then you have to awake to it today. Be conscious of the fact that you need a godly relationship to influence your life because godly relationship keeps you alive in the spirit. It helps you to bounce back when you are backsliding in the things of the spirit. Godly relationship also, they are there for you in times of crisis, in times of emergencies. Godly relationships are also there for you when you are rejoicing, not only when you are having issues and problems. They're also there not just to pray with you or to pray for you, they're also there to rejoice with you, to enjoy with you and to have fun with you. A relationship circle is not complete until godly relationship is found in it because you need godly people around you. You need people who have the same spirit in you, as well as you're going to have business relationships, people who are good and excellent in the field of your business or your workplace. They are important too because they are impacting you in that area, but you cannot do without God. Besides, you're a Christian, so you also need people that are going to be feeding you or you will be receiving from when it has to do with God. So that's why you need godly relationships seriously. You cannot do without it. So your relationship circle is not complete until you find godly relationship and you are building it. So we find these people in church. You just have to pay close attention to these people. But this time around, you are not there to relate with every single person. Like the church is like a hospital where a lot of people are there. The people that are new, the people that are old. We also have people that are matured in the things of the spirit. Now, these people are the people you should focus on because you are looking forward to find people that are going to complete your spiritual life, people that are going to help you stand, people that are going to help you learn. It mustn't be the pastor. The pastor must not be the person that this focus should be on. Having a good relationship with pastor is one, but it's not yet complete until you also have friends that are also godly because there are times in your life when you don't want to open up to a pastor. People tend to open up more to friends sometimes than to pastors. So there are some things that might happen in your life. You feel like, I don't want to tell anybody, and it will take someone that you call a friend for you to open up to them. Some people are like, pastors, they're going to be more spiritual, they're going to do this and that. It could be a female pastor, it could be a male pastor, depending on who your pastor is. Very important, you must have that relationship with them. But beyond having a relationship with your pastor, next is people that are the church family. We call them the church family. You need friends. It's just like in school, you have your lecturer, you have a relationship with your lecturer that is very good, or your teacher. You also need a relationship with your people, your classmates, the people that you are learning from. And in most cases, it's good you build relationship with people that know better than you so that they can teach you how to improve and how to be more better. So in church, you should look out for people that are more matured in the spirit or people who are matured in the areas you are weak. You need to find them, you need to approach them, and you need to glean from them by building a quality relationship with them. So now, how do you attract them? Because finding them is one, discovering them is one, how to attract them. Like I said, you must have discovered that this person has strength in your area of weakness, or this person is strong in your area of weakness. What you need to do is to approach them. That's your way to attract them. Just kindly approach them. This is how to attract them because you need to get them to see that you are in need of this. Most times, people don't build quality godly relationships simply because they think you should just know that they are interested in this, or they just rely on the fact that everything must come from pastor. Pastor is a man that is occupying an office, and he tends for all the sheep in the church. He attends to many people at the same time, and sometimes they might not pay close attention to details. That's why you find places like house fellowships, you have tribes, churches that have you have Sunday school, you have a cell like my church. We have what we call cell meeting where we divide ourselves in groups. So with that, it's more like having a local government in a federal government, because the local government has a way of reaching down to the people. Yes, in a small tier. So that is how it works. So in church too. So how to get this is that you don't just depend, because I see a lot of people that are still hungry after feeding from Sunday morning church service.